Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, the Lost Chevalier, and I humbly welcome you back to the Fermi Paradox. Let's continue the game, shall we? No, I didn't want to do this. Give me that. But let's go up again. So, we have our 4 things here. All text represent the harmony on 1073. Perfect. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sentient species. Prune use data tapes to spread lies and superstition. That's called art. Oh, more resources. Resource consumption decrease. Harmony increase C. I need that in humans. How are we humans like? Oh, Dorlot developments. So let me see this. A great world threatens Rigel. They are really unbalanced species, aren't they? Only a few Dorlot tribes know the secret of fire. The flame is protected by sacred firekeepers, but bands of warriors gather to obtain the precious red flower. Then the tribes they came to steal their fire, and the wolves they howled into the night, as they fought a vicious angry battle to save the power of warmth and light. Iron Maiden, Metal Band, 20th Century CE, Soul System. Let me see what you have. Peace, regular conflict, or total war. These guys can't have a break. Unafraid of the initial spark of conflict, the Fires Myths eliminate the secretive fire by sharing the knowledge of the flame with all who are prepared to listen. Regular conflict, the flame wars cost many lives among the Dorlot, as their sages so stubbornly refuse to share the knowledge of the fire sticks. 3.3 million casualties. They have a lot of population as I see it. The tribes become engulfed in a brutal bloodshed that appears to have no end. Countless Dorlot lives are consumed in a cyclic inferno of aggression and suffering. 10 million casualties. Let it be peace. I want these guys to succeed. They have had already too much. Take me to Earth. They don't have a potential casualties. They are really not that. Oh yes. Environmental protection, yes. The people is growing a lot. Oh Jesus. City fire reduced the human population. No problem. New cargo planets transport goods across Earth. Our nuclear scientists are lying to us. No, they're not. The problem is you will have resource scarcity in 30 years. Exhaustion in Tau Ceti. Of course, this was going to be a massive asteroid breaks apart when entering the atmosphere of Tau Ceti 3. Fire rains down from the sky and threatens to destroy the world. Each time he threw the stone, it returned to him, and as he kept going along, everywhere behind him a fire was burning the whole world. The mischief done, Snipe tried to save himself and escape from the burning world. Miwok Myth, 10th Century Soul System. Really? Guys, you are not minimal survivors, close call, it doesn't cost anything. Total extinction, give me all. The asteroid disintegrates into tiny fragments, the fire from the sky looks terrifying but it's mostly harmless. Minimal survivors, most tribe burned to death on one hemisphere is engulfed in the flames. A handful of other on the other side of Tau Ceti 3 are available to rebuild society, or just there all die. The land burns and the sea boils, the entirety of other civilization is wiped out by the incident. Let's just make a close call. It was a close call, nothing bad happened. The other Pharaoh that rules leader. They have a lot of tank, I will take this and I will go out of here. Bye bye. How are we in the Soul System? Oh my god, 80 years, only 18 years, 16 years. Thing is giving. Oh my god, this is terrible. Give me a little more of utopia. If we're gonna go down, we're gonna go happy. Yes, resources. New technological age? Oh, the Bronze Age. Welcome to the Bronze Age. Hope you like swords and probably spears. What are you gonna invest this on? Oh, I love your new outfit. Look at you. We will go for wisdom. You will go for wisdom, so take that in question. Oh, human states. How many years do you have of resources? Not that many. On Earth, human city planners establish new resource management methods. Yes. More utopia, please. Still, not that many years. Human state development event. Tell me that is something that... Sol is sending signals into space. A brand new up-tempo sound using electrical amplifiers breaks cultural barriers and is blasted all over terrestrial radio. The music is so widely popular it becomes the dominant sound broadcast for Earth. I am the innovator, I am the originator, I am the emancipator, I am the architect of rock and roll. Little Richard, American musician, 20th century CE soul system. Okay, what do we have? Signal boost, regular signal, or silence. I gotta try to go for signal boost. Let me see what it says. Rock and roll conquers the souls of the humans and becomes a fundamental part of culture on Earth. The music is perpetually broadcast in all directions of the galaxy. The influence of rock and roll on the humans is powerful but short. Inadvertently, some of those transmissions were focused on the Tau Ceti system. The wild and unusual tones frighten human society. Fear and corruption of the youth, broadcasts of this type of music are outlawed. No, let's go for signal boost. Because we are going to rock and roll tonight. And party every day. Perfect. Take a look at that. It's going everywhere. Tau Ceti 3. I don't think the rest of the galaxy is going to be able to listen because they are too backwards, especially the Dorlo kingdoms. They're completely screwed. Give me more synthesis, please. Sword fighting and defend Knight Regiment belong to the powerful Dorlo kingdom. Don't worry about it. The Dorlo kingdom, they're gonna need to be saved from another species. Human stars, resource crisis. Damn it, this is bad. Scarcity decreases in soul. Oh, look at this little mouse, I love them. Oh, look at this other one. Poor thing. Radioactive deposits are becoming scarce in the Sol system. The effects of appliance production brought the human civilization to a breaking point. While they are dealing with the resource scarcity, will the states find ways to prevent the complete exhaustion of their environment, or will they turn against each other? It is uncanny how aware most extinct sapient species were of the point of no return. Regardless whether they started burning down their last primal forest or depleting all the various asteroids in the star system, so many just marched on towards their doomfall. Oh, I already knew read this one. It's a prone xenobiologist. Okay, let me see what the options are. The precaution is... They could go for... A war will cost everything. Crisis might not be so bad. The humans stay prepared for a future without plutonium. Will the Celestial Secretaries preserve the environment of Sol or deny the people access to essential resources? Scarcity causes discord and competition among the humans. Knowledge diminishes while the state of Sol complete for the dwelling resources. Or, plutonium scarcity, the human picks up their automatic rifles and fight over access to remaining radioactive deposit. Naval battlefields destroyed entire residential areas in the so-called plutonium worlds. Let's go for this one, and let's pray to the gods that the thing is going to be good for you. No, it's not going to be good. What do you think? With plutonium becoming rare, the human states are preparing for the wars and protecting the vanishing resources. Motorized trappers are deployed next to vital oil rings, and the inhabitants of Sol are too busy preparing for conflict to take the root of the scarcity crisis. Ours is a world of nuclear giants and ethical infants. We know more about war than we know about peace. I already read this one, so let's continue. Okay, what do we have? Oh, it's all hostility. Strong hostility, total war. Regular hostility. Some states gather their motorized trappers near vital oil rings, so scattering plutonium leads to the abandonment of laboratories. Or strong hostility. Naval battlefields protect the few remaining radioactive deposits at all costs. While states prepare for conflict, nuclear scientists turn into motorized trappers, abandoning knowledge in exchange for automatic rifles. Just go for the war. The plutonium crisis escalates in no time. Motorized trappers fight aggressively over access to oil rings, and naval battlefields destroy entire residential areas. The human civilization sinks deeper and deeper. Strong hostility. Yes, that. It will be fine. Strong hostility. They are preparing to. Oh yes. Prune Star State development event. What happened? Enlightenment in Greece. Prune had disenfranchised ethics minorities and legalized racial discrimination against them. Oh! Resistance campaigns and grassroots protests against the starved states are rising all over Greece, demanding the abolition of segregation laws and the end of structural racism. In a racist society, it is not enough to be a non-racist, one must be anti-racist. Angela Davis, American political activist, 20th century Sol System. What do we have? Civilization Pillar. It doesn't cost me anything! Discriminatory laws are abolished and prune society is transformed by the civil rights movement. Class systems are dismantled by settlements. Land-based compensation and community restructurization. A regular development, the civil rights movement makes a huge impact on lawmakers, but the structure of prune society is still rooted in discrimination. Or dead end. The secretaries of the prune-starved nations scorn the movement. Law enforcement is used to infiltrate and break up civil rights groups. The privilege clutch to the racist past. Now let's go for Civilization Pillar. Let's get. Let me have a lot. Oh my god, Utopia. Coming right up, we have Utopia on the horizon. You know what? Give it a little more. Give me something that I don't know what it is. A nuclear disaster pollutes the entire region. Damn it. 2.7 billion prone, and we have a lot of things. Okay, this is going perfectly for them. As soon as the right movement convinced the prune to invest in more equitable society, the minority and majority ethnic groups work together to restore community in Green Sea compared most disinfected. Perfect. More science. More science. Scientific life work, good. Something that we don't know. Harm potential increase. That's not good. Dollar King resource crisis. What again? Rigel is out of resources. Dude, the dollar have up all available forest area. They are no longer able to provide for the cities their king. Again. Dudes, what the hell? Complete extinction. Sorry, but you are already collapsed. The collapse is accelerated by the use of well poisoning. Bye bye. Rigel, a blue superstar is orbited by the ice planet Rigel 7. The first Dorlock once inhabited the Rigel system, but they consume all of the resources, destroying their environment and ultimated the cells. Of the civilization, only what remain? Only nothing remains? Because there is nothing there now. Rigel is dead. But the humans are going the same route. Although eclexis. Reduction in Tau Ceti. Due to the continuous development within sedentary horticulture communities, more and more beautiful garden complexes are constructed. Oh, the gardens. Regular developed civilization pillar. How many resources do we have? Let's go for regular development. You don't need actually resources. You have 10,000 years worth of resources. So don't worry about it. They should call themselves other things. Starved communities. They are not already starved. Population growth increase. New technological already? What did you do? Oh, the iron. Perfect. You will go for... Let me see what we have. You will go for wisdom. You need more utopia, so let's do that. You can still find ruins of the old garden palaces on Tau Ceti 3 and marvel at the sheer complexity and size of them. The writers used to pray to positive effects of this garden, with some of them even starting that the garden and a library were the only things needed for a meaningful life. That's so beautiful! A new line was manufactured by the humans on Earth. Harm potential increase. New technological era. Which era is this one now? Prune-starved communities have reached the digital age. The Prune are now connected via complex computer systems, satellite networks, and mobile communication devices. Preliminary genetic and biological experiments could lead to health improvements and longevity, but caution is advised in these and other uncharted territories. Culturally, the Prune may be confronted with techno raves, massive multiplayer online games, and civil rights 2.0 in the digital age. The NSA has built on an infrastructure that allows it to intercept almost everything. With this capability, the vast majority of human communications are automatically ingested without targeting. Edward Snowden, American whistleblower, 21st Century CE Sol System. Okay, what are my options? Wisdom. Prune all over Glee have unprecedented access to information thanks to the internet. With processing power to spare, they may launch a coordinated search for intelligent life in the galaxy, or try to find cures for the deadly diseases. You still have 30,000 years. Prune continues their exploration of space with renewed vigor. Navigating the pitfalls of mass consumerism, city planners explore possibilities for genetically modified crops that are safe to eat and also sustainable for farmers and the environment, or power. Digital technology appliance to warfare results in guided missiles, enhanced recon, and remotely piloted combat drones. With autonomous killing machines just around the corner, starved communities will also implement ubiquitous surveillance to keep tabs on their citizens. We will go for wisdom. Wisdom it is. Wisdom. More utopia and more science. Perfect. I wonder if sapient life will develop in any of these. Human state development. A great war trade is all. Fearing direct nuclear confrontation, the major competing factions on Earth start to arm and support weaker factions in armed conflicts. Proxy wars remains all over the war. Vietnam was a country where America was trying to make people stop being communists by dropping things on them from airplanes. Kurt Vonnegut, American writer, 20th Century CE, Sol System. Okay, what do we have? Peace. Human factions without nuclear weapons unite to form their own power block and gain leverage against atomic powers. Regular conflict. The proxy wars go on for decades and many humans are killed in periodic conflicts. Or total war. Earth sinks into a spiral of violence and conflict. Nuclear powers constantly escalate proxy wars, fueling strife within human societies. 362.1 million casualties. They can't go exhausting the resources. They are already at the brink of total exhaustion. So let us have the smaller powers form other things quickly. The Dorler ones were here. That is surely what it says. These radio signals are never going to reach the Prune-starved nations. It's rock and roll, so that's good. The old republics, they will have it, but they will not. They will completely. This is terrible. I hate this music. And this is Vexus. Development event of the Odo. What happens? Consumption in Tau Ceti. Due to sophisticated traps and bows, the hunting of wild animals becomes much easier. Being a hunter turns into a lucrative profession and a guild system emerges. Prevention is too costly. I will go for massive consumption. The hunting guild rise to power in all society and the hunters become reputable consuls even after eradicating most wildlife around cities. Yeah, they have 2,000 years, so... Jesus Christ, what have I done? Ah, they have already 4,000 years. They will be fine. We are not going to have another Rigel, right? No, I want just synthesis. I will not tamper with the population of the galaxy. I wish to have a population chart for the whole galaxy. That would be cool. In order to have something to look at. No, less people not. Just as I say, I will not tamper with that. Bruce Termination Group's development. What happened now? Gliss is building spaceships. Already? I mean, cool. But already? In efforts to cancel the effect of aging during subliminal voyages to the Frog Star system, the Prune experiment with the construction of large space vessels which could potentially transport thousands of frozen passengers and be navigated by a minimal crew. Those frozen sleeper suckers pay a lot of money to simply get executed. If this scam ship will ever actually leave Genevo, they will dump everyone they don't need into space instantly, and the beauty is there is no way we will ever know. On non-network user phase 4512 Genera system. So basically we can have epic project. Primitive sleeper barges. The construction of an epically sized sleeper barge is flawless, and the Prune are overjoyed at the prospect of freezing themselves in order to wake up hundreds of years later on an entirely different planet or regular development. When the first sleeper barge success finished, the so-called drifters who want to jump space Gliss begin a dubious journey toward Frogstar system or dead end. Tests to determine the safety of freezing and unfreezing Prune are fast-tracked for the sake of high objectives, and the first clinical trial volunteers sacrifice not only their existing relationship but also their ability to wake up. Now, epic project! Yeah! We are going away, my friends! 1.9 billion Prune sleeper fleet. Good! Cool! A little less of the thing it will never make contact with another. I don't know why you keep this clothing. I think you should have changed already. 3.4 billion Prune. They are going to Frogstar, it seems. Frogstar system, yes. The Prune sleeper was strong you see. Many passengers were frozen before they left the Gliss system and hoped, perhaps naively or in vain, that they might awaken after hundreds of years to a new life and free existing upon an alien rock. They have resources for a lot, so it's totally fine. Now, the human scarcity, they have problems. Sol is out of resources! I'll be damned. The humans have used up all available radioactive deposits. They are no longer able to provide for the residential areas, and the state will soon fall apart. The overuse of oil rigs has destabilized the environment at the point where the human society might not survive this devastating crisis. We have a long run. Complete extinction or collapse or regress. Chance of total carnage 46%. Human ethics and harm value. Regress. To survive, the humans have to abandon the residential areas and form small, self-contained communities. The fall of the human state could lead severely and oppression. Or collapse. Chaos and panic leads to the complete disintegration of the human states. Will the humans take their automatic rifles and obliterate each other, or will they find a more peaceful way to deal with society collapse? Or just go for complete extinction? These are the final days of the humans. The collapse of the civilization is accelerated by the use of atomic missiles, deployed by the states in their fight over the last remaining radioactive deposits. Let's go just for collapse. I want them to... What happened? Carnage install! Because I'm out of luck. Radioactive deposits are completely exhausted, and the humans take their automatic rifles to fight each other while their civilization falls apart. Naval battlefields move towards the final battle, and the human residence area drown in blood. It is clear that this society is doomed to die. Will ever recover from this ultimate massacre? In the desert zone, every step that you take will be the final one. In the burning heat hanging on the edge of destruction, you can't stop the pain of your children crying out in your head. They always say that the living will ever envy the dead. One of the Living by Tina Turner, America's Singer, 20th Century. Okay, what are the options you will give me? Oh shit, oh shit. Blooming Nature, Regular Development, or Total Destruction. They all come with the extinction of the human race. The motorist trapper and naval battlefield fight until the states fall apart. After a few painful years, the human civilization becomes extinct. They do manage to spare the other life forms on Earth, and nature soon reclaims the fallen residential areas with life blooming among the ruins. Regular development, the final showdown among the humans ends with atomic missiles. The destroyed residential areas completely disintegrates, and only a few remaining naval battlefields can be found in the wasteland of Earth, or total destruction, with every residential area in the Sol system long since starved to death. Bloody thirsty motorized trappers stalk the wasteland of Earth looking for hostiles, and naval battlefields destroyed any form of life. After the human finally perishes, Earth becomes completely uninhabitable. Let's go with Blooming Nature. Bye humans, it was a pleasure. Sorry. The human fox won definitive bloody war after a plague production exhausts the ability resources Sol system, the natural life on Earth reclaim of the forgotten society of the humans. So, the only thing that is left for humanity are these radio signals that they will not be listened by anybody. I don't think the probe will survive that long. The others have reached a new technological era. The nautical era. Good for them. They will go for... Oh, wisdom is hell of expensive. What the hell? They will go for power. The other craft new weapons to conquer, plunder, and wage war on each other. More potential war casualties and less utopia, but it will give me 20 syntheses that I need. So thank you for that. Yeah, you will be war hunger, but whatever. Population growth increase. Good. A major prune library area grows significant size. Prune sleeper fleet. Development. Prune knowledge. What happened? During the centuries-long journey to the Prune sleeper fleet, the onboard computer is able to collect a vast amount of data about the galaxy. After careful analysis, the auto scientists make some astounding observations. The universal storyboard of the night sky is regarded around the globe, and it is in this way similar cosmologies and metaphors arise, and these elements of myth are contained in the seeds of all development sciences up to the present. Wolfgang Hotzings, German philosopher, 21st century CE, Sol system. The observed data allows Prune to deeper their understanding of the universe. Take over for regular development. I need to end the episode here, so that's all the time I have for today. Thank you very much everybody for watching. I hope you have a blast. I was the Chevalier, signing out. Bye bye.